Well, hello there. Yeah, this is the fight of the literal century. We got BRICKMANIA, COBI,
Mingcheng
fighting for the crown for the best Sherman tank. Yeah, let's get into this. We are the judges after all.
And our decision will be final.
This is Brick Court.
But first, expert witnesses for
Yes.
each of these fine companies.
Yes, so let's roll those now. In advance, I'm
this
sorry.
May not be for the faint of heart. But they wanted their say, and being fair and equitable people that we are, we said, fine.
So here they go.
Good evening, friends. My name is Pierre Gustave Toussaint Reynolds III. But you can call me PGT. All my friends do. I just came from my yacht, and as you can probably tell by looking at me, I enjoy the finer things in life, like a good hat, a fine bottle of red Chardonnay. Biltmore, that must have been a very good year. And, of course, my favorite thing in life, BRICKMANIA. BRICKMANIA is the real deal. It's real Lego. It's not this fake Lego that the unwashed, the ignorant, and the uninitiated use. It's real Lego. Why would you want to have anything else but the best? So do what I always do. Remember what old PGT tells you. When you want the best, get the best. Get BRICKMANIA. Thank you, and good night.
I love COBI. I feel so good and safe being right next to it. I take it to bed with me every night. COBI's great. The minifigures make me laugh, and it's well built, and I can afford it on my little salary allowance that I get from my people that I live with. COBI all the way, baby. Yeah, COBI.
Well, as you can see, just did this brush pile, but somebody wants me to talk to you about a building block set. That set right there is the Mingcheng Sherman tank. Okay? Yeah, when you're a working man like me, cutting day in and day out, brush and rubble and stuff, you know, you don't have a lot of spare cash hanging around just to, I don't know, spend on Concord grape juice or a yacht or something like that. But you want the building block experience. Well, what I got for you is the Mingcheng set. Now, it comes complete with four minifigures and a lot of accessories. Now, little Johnny's over there. He wants to play with it. You'll be rest assured he's gonna be entertained. The reasons that I like it, it's cheap. I don't have a lot of spare cash. Right now, I'm working 6 jobs. So I can come home and I can build a little bit here and there. I take pride. Yeah, a couple of the parts, they're hard to fit together, but that just makes it more of a challenge. Anyway, I gotta get back. But you know what's right.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna pretend that never happened anyway. But yeah, we're gonna be taking a comparison video between the Sherman BRICKMANIA, the Cobra King, also known the first in Bastogne.
The Jumbo Sherman.
You all know it and you all love it. And COBI, which is kind of not really a competitor, slightly a competitor, but not a competitor to BRICKMANIA, and they did their own design of that same tank.
And in this corner, all the way from China, the Mingcheng version of the Sherman Jumbo.
No, it's just the Sherman. Oh, actually it is the M4A. Okay, it is the Jumbo Sherman, sorry. Predictions? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Ooh, stinky. Before we get into this, please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on all notifications by Brickafit. Anyway, let's do this. First up, we have the BRICKMANIA Sherman Jumbo, and so yeah, price on this bad boy. If you were to buy it when it came out as a kit, you would be looking at a whopping $295. But BRICKMANIA has something called digital instructions, and yeah, so Dave, what's the numbers on that? Because that's a little more stinking, a little more interesting.
Everything you see on that tank,
Besides this minifigure.
besides the minifigure, came to a robust $132.03.
Now, this may vary depending on where you are located in the world and depending on how brick prices are at the time.
Next up, all the way from Poland, the company that brings you the fun minifigures and some really fire builds, which shocked both Joshua and myself. COBI's.
Which is not genuine Lego, but that's why it's so cheap. So yeah, we picked up this bad boy for $57.
It regularly retails for $71.99.
But Amazon was doing a sale.
Yes. And, okay, it's not real Lego, but the bricks have the feel of real Lego.
Yes.
It was very satisfying putting them together. They went together like a Lego brick, two Lego bricks do, with some authority. All the things you see on there, the first and vast stone, the stars, all of that.
Printed.
Yes, printed.
Printed.
Not stickers.
Yeah.
And finally, the dark horse of this battle of the century is the Mingcheng Sherman M4A1, which comes with a card in Chinese, but we actually entered the Chinese into Google Translate, and it comes out with something very much on point about the history of the tank. You get 4 minifigures and a boatload of accessories.
It should be noted, a lot of them are German. They have German pistols for some reason. I don't know why, but
hey,
yeah.
Wartime
It's
bring
interesting.
home trophies. And here's the amazing part. If you go through Alibaba or other Chinese sources, all of this is $26.
Yeah.
We ordered it through Amazon just so we'd get it a little quicker, and for that privilege we paid $38.99.
Alright, so here are all of them side by side. Wow. I mean, at first glance, I'm sorry, but the one that looks the best is this one. I mean, you get all those accessories, you get minifigures. So standard minifigure cannot do that. Whoa, like that's actually really cool, and actually the joints, they all fit together pretty nicely. There's only one that's a little sus, but yeah, you can go up and down and like side to side. I mean, it's just, the orientation on this guy is really, really cool. COBI, you just get the standard minifigure thing. There's no side to side or articulation that way. BRICKMANIA is a genuine Lego minifigure printed on, and yeah, they use their own in-house printing on that. And yeah, I mean, as far as details go, BRICKMANIA is definitely the best. As far as proportions go, I think BRICKMANIA, to me, it looks the best. But, you know, these are pretty cool, actually. When it comes down as far as the build and just the proportions, BRICKMANIA is the smallest, but that is true to minifigure form. It's minifig scale, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas the Mingcheng one, it's not really to scale, in my opinion. It's just a little big. I mean, it like literally is like 2 tanks stacked on top of each other. Now, it looks cool, admittedly, but I think the overall feel of like the proportion wise, I think this one is more accurate, where COBI's looks the best, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I mean, they can use parts that just Lego has not made before.
Well,
so
yeah,
that's
I
one
mean,
of the advantages of going without
COBI made all these parts in this dark olive green, which Lego doesn't. And also with COBI, if you need a 2x7 or a 1x5 or whatever, they just make the brick. And they're pretty high quality bricks.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of bricks, on the Mingcheng, not so much.
In terms of turrets, again, what do you think of turret wise? What's best?
You know, they're all pretty good in my opinion. I probably like the BRICKMANIA and the COBI the best.
Yeah, definitely. I think those two are more proportion accurate. Tank treads wise, COBI rolls the best, in my opinion. That it just fell off. I mean, yeah, definitely not getting the best. And then track links. I mean, there's nothing going on. Where, yeah. So I think roll wise, I think COBI wins out in rolling. You have a full, or not really full interior, but it is interior, and you could deck that out yourself. They didn't do it because it would be pretty expensive to do that, honestly. So yeah, I mean, I think BRICKMANIA's is functional and usable, but it's definitely limited in some aspects. I think it is playable. It's not like extremely fragile. Like I can pick it up and it's fine, you know, like it should be. Now, you know, I would not want to like put a lot of strain on this or like get down on the floor and play with it, but it definitely can hold its own. And yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty good. COBI is the most detailed. It has a crate there. It has 2 printed panels to get into the engine, whereas that one doesn't. And then that one's just pretty lackluster. I mean, it's kind of bare bones, you know, stinky. But I mean, look at those 2 backs, Dave.
Yeah, there's definitely more going on with the COBI.
There is a little bit of an engine compartment in there, and yeah, with BRICKMANIAs you can't do that.
And don't they have a kind of a...
Interiors on the COBI off. Nothing's happening. It's a solid interior. You can lift off these compartments right there to fit a minifigure in, but that's the only interior space you're talking about. You lift up this whole thing, and you've got a full interior in there. This engine is actually very detailed for how
features they molded into this engine, and it looks pretty cool.
And then you got an interior in there where you can fit your guys and play around with, whereas the other ones, they don't have that. But this one is much bigger, and it suffers in accuracy to get that minifig scale. So that's what you're suffering for more play. Up until a couple weeks ago, guys, I was like, COBI, yeah, COBI, right. It's not going to be good. We're going to throw that out. And Mingcheng something, $26. There's no way it can be good. And, you know, there's no way it can compare. And yes, it's right. I think quality and more accuracy, it doesn't come close with that. But what it does do is it gets much cheaper, and it's not as bad as what I remember and associate with my mind weapon. I'm in no way advocating for really purchasing any of these sets besides the BRICKMANIA one. I think, well, okay, that's not true. If you are a parent or someone who doesn't have a ton of money, or is just looking at something for somebody to play with, I'm sorry, the Chinese one has a lot there for value. If you're looking for something as a collector's item, as a mock builder, as you really want the best quality, then honestly, COBI or BRICKMANIA is good. Like myself, I have a ton of Lego stuff. I'm not going to go out there and pollute my Lego collection with COBI stuff and Chinese stuff. For me personally, I'm not going to buy really any more of these. I might try a couple of the COBI boats, and COBI, if you want to sponsor us, well, you know my email address, and also my Instagram page. But anyway,
I think what it boils down to is whether or not you're a Lego purist. If you're a Lego purist, BRICKMANIA every day of the week. If you're not so much a Lego purist and you're worried about money, COBI every day of the week. And if you just want to really stretch those dollars and you're not a Lego purist and you don't have to have the best quality item, the Chinese tank gives a lot of value for the money.
All right, here, folks, this is the huge takeaway. Lego, if you like Lego, buy the Lego one. If you don't, buy the others. We've solved your problem. Thanks for watching.
Are you cereal?
It's a joke.
BRICKMANIA every day of the week.
BRICKMANIA is really cool. But, yeah. BRICKMANIA. Alright, we'll see you guys.
I'm glad we could help you. I know you have lots of choices to make, and we appreciate you. Well, we've given you some choices at every price point, and you can thank us and pay us later.
and